Today our topic is waves as carrier of energy. In this topic we will prove that wave is a thing which carries energy from one place to the other. I am talking to you, so sound energy is traveling from my mouth to all parts of the classroom. Similarly, energy from the sun in the form of light and heat is coming to earth in the form of waves. We shall prove it with the help of some examples. In example number 1, take a string, fix its one end with some strong support, shake the other end up and down. When we shake the string up and down, we transfer muscular energy from our hand to particles of the string, which travels along the string. In this way, energy is transferred from one place to the other place in the form of waves. The amount of energy carried by wave depends upon the amplitude of the wave. A wave with higher amplitude have more energy as compared to the wave with small amplitude. In these two examples, I have this wave with 1.5 centimeter amplitude. This is amplitude, and here we have 1 centimeter amplitude. Wave with large amplitude will carry more energy as compared to the wave with small amplitude. In the second example, drop a stone into a pond. Waves will produce on the surface of water. If we place a cork at some distance from the falling position of the stone, we will see that as wave reaches the cork, it will move up and down about its mean position by getting energy from the waves. From these two examples, it is clear that waves are carrier of energy. Now, second topic is relation between velocity, frequency and wavelength of the wave. It is also called universal wave equation. V is equal to F lambda. We have involved three quantities: velocity, F frequency and lambda wavelength of the wave. As you know the definition of velocity, rate of change of displacement of a body is called its velocity. In mathematical form, we can write velocity is equal to distance divided by time. Second quantity is frequency. Frequency is number of oscillations completed in 1 second. In simple pendulum, a body moves from A to B and then B to A. It completes one oscillation. If it's complete one oscillation in 1 second, then its frequency will be 1 Hertz. Third one is wavelength. The distance between two consecutive crests or troughs is called wavelength. And we also need definition of time period. Time period is a time to complete one vibration. And relation between time period and frequency is T is equal to 1 over F. They have reciprocal equation. If time period increases, frequency will decrease, and vice versa. In case of wave, when a wave moves from point A to point B, it will cover a distance equal to one wavelength, mean 1 lambda. And time taken by the wave moving from point A to point B is equal to its time period. So we can put distance is equal to lambda and time is equal to time period in equation number 1. We get new equation, velocity is equal to lambda over t. We can change it as lambda is equal to 1 by t. From this we know that f is equal to 1 by t. If we replace 1 by t by f, then we have required form v is equal to f lambda. This is proof that v is equal to f lambda. This is numerical 10.1. According to statement, the time period of simple pendulum is 2 seconds. What will be the length on the earth? What will be its length on moon? If gravity at moon is 6 times less than gravity at earth, as we know gravity at earth, that is acceleration due to gravity, is equal to 10 meters per second square. What is given in the numerical? The given in the numerical is time period of the simple pendulum. Time period t is equal to 2 seconds. This is given. Number 2, acceleration due to gravity. Gravity at earth is equal to 10 meters per second square. And also given that gravity at moon is equal to gravity at earth divided by 6, which is equal to 10 divided by 6, and we get 1.67 meter per second square. Now what we have to find? We have to find the length of simple pendulum. Number 1, length of pendulum on earth, LE. Also length of pendulum on moon, LM. This we have to find. Formula for this question is T is equal to 2 pi L over G under root. Formula for time period is T is equal to 2 pi L by G square root. This is the formula which we use to solve. In solution, we have two categories. One length of pendulum on earth and second length of pendulum on moon. For earth, T is equal to T is equal to 2 pi L at Earth divided by gravity at Earth, square root. By putting values, we will get T is equal to 2 seconds. By putting values, T is equal to 2 pi length at Earth, this is unknown, divided by gravity at Earth, this is 10 meter per second square. To solve this, we have to take the square on both sides. Taking square on both sides. 2 is equal to 2 pi length at Earth divided by 10 square root whole square. We will get 4 is equal to 4 pi square length at Earth divided by 10, and square and square root will be cancelled. By cross multiplication, 4 into 10 is equal to 4 pi square into length at Earth, and length at Earth, by changing the side, length at Earth into 4 pi square is equal to 40, and length at Earth is equal to 40 divided by 4 pi square. 4 pi square means 4 into 3.14 whole square, as pi is equal to 22 by 7 or 3.14. By simplification, we will get 1.01 meter. Length at Earth will be required 1.01 meter. In the same way, for Moon, formula is T is equal to 2 pi length at Moon divided by gravity at Moon square root. By putting the value of time period, which is given in 2 seconds, and gravity at Moon, which is 1.67 meter per second square, in this formula, we will get T2 is equal to 2 pi length at Moon divided by gravity at Moon square root. For simplification, taking square on both sides, 2 square and 2 pi whole length at Moon, gravity at Moon square root whole square. Square and square root will be cancelled, and we will get 4 is equal to 4 pi square length of pendulum at Moon divided by 1.67, which is value of gravity at Moon 1.67. By cross multiplication, 4 will be multiplied by 1.67, which is equal to 4 pi square length at Moon. Multiplying 4 into 1.67, we will get 6.68. I have changed the sides, so it will become length of pendulum at Moon into 4 pi square is equal to 6.68. Length at Moon will be 6.68 over 4 pi square. By putting value of pi, 6.68 divided by 4 into 3.14 whole square, we will get 0.17 meter. This is length of pendulum at Moon.